Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog Cyclone vs Metal Sonic. This is set 77002. So first we're looking at the Cyclone. This is a vehicle that Tails invented, and it has first showed up in Sonic Adventure 2, but it has appeared more recently in the IDW comics and in Sonic Frontiers. So first we're taking a look at the front, and we can see this jet engine looking thing at the front, and there's also a cannon on the top here which is attached on this like hinging piece, and it can go up or down, and it can go back as well, so that's as far back as it can go. We can see some printed pieces on the side as well of the Tails logo, and it's the same on the other side, so there's just a look at both of them. And there's a little hidden detail on the inside of this section here, which I will show you in a second. So if we pull away some of the side paneling on the Cyclone, we can kind of see a little Easter egg on the inside. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it because of the lighting and it's kind of really hidden up. There is a Chaos Emerald on the inside, which is a nice little detail because in Sonic Adventure 2, the Cyclone is powered by a Chaos Emerald. And yeah, in other places of Sonic media, Tails uses the Chaos Emeralds to power his other machines. So I like how LEGO referenced that little detail there. But yeah, I have to go put this back together. Moving on to the cockpit of the Cyclone, we can see Tails piloting it, and there's a little windshield at the front there. You can kind of see it, but it's kind of obscured by this other thing here. But behind Tails, we can see this like gun turret thing like on the back, and it has a 360-degree swivel, so it can spin around. And there's also this attached to this arm, which can basically move anywhere thanks to a little ball joint. And there's a stud shooter on the front, so if you don't know how these work, you just press down on the little button thingy, and the stud will go shooting out and flying across the room. And off it goes, flying into the abyss, never to be seen again. But anyways, Tails can be easily removed from the cockpit. Like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened there? He just got ripped apart. He looks like Tails in the average Sonic.exe game. What up? Okay, it turns out Tails isn't easily removable from the cockpit. Oh well. But yeah, we can just see a steering wheel on the inside there, right in front of the windshield. I'm not really sure showing a steering wheel was worth tearing Tails in half, like Darth Maul at the end of Star Wars The Phantom Menace, but oh well. That was so stupid. Anyways, moving on to the legs. So we can see here there's this little fin piece coming out of the side of the leg, and we can see it on the other side as well. And on the back of the legs, we can see some wheels. Now you might be wondering, why are there wheels on the back of the legs on a mech? The mech stands up, and the wheels aren't even touching the ground. Well, I'll tell you why that is. So, in Sonic Adventure 2, one of the main things that the Cyclone could do in that game was transform into either a plane or a car. Now, LEGO did replicate the transforming mode, but not quite. The only thing is it can't turn into a plane, so, oh well. But I guess that's why they threw these plane wings on the sides to kind of still give off the essence that it kind of looks like a plane. But I'll show you the transforming mode now. Okay, I'm filming this a little bit weird, but let's just hope that this will work. Alright, so we just need to get the legs like this, and then pull the feet back, and yeah, and it just sits like that. So yeah, hopefully you saw the actual transformation, because if not, then that would have been a little bit stupid. But yeah, the two wheels are just sitting like on the ground there, and it glides really well like on the surface. Like, I mean, you can kind of hear it, like the front of the feet like kind of dragging against like the surface. So but like other than that, it still like glides really well, like really smoothly. I just ran over Metal Sonic off camera. Anyways, now we're looking at the minifigs, and the first one we get here is Tails. Now, this minifig is technically exclusive, and the only difference being that he has a different expression on his face. Now, this minifig is angry. I don't know who upset Tails, but he is mad. Like, he is not, like, holding back anymore. We did get two other Tails minifigs in the past, but I only have one of them, And I have the first one, like, look, it's this one right here, like, look at him, he's just a little guy. He's just standing there. That's the base version of Tails. And then there was another one where he had, like, the same thing going on with that one Sonic minifig where his eye was twitching out, and Lego tried to pass it off as him winking, but I don't have that version. And then there's this one who's just mad at everyone. This Tails, like, expression kind of reminds me of 9 from Sonic Prime, so you could probably, like, try and figure out, like, how to build a 9 custom. Like, I don't know how you do, like, the other, like, mechanical Tails. Like, I tried to do it in the past and it did not look good. So if anyone knows how to build the other Tails, then please let me know. Anyways, looking at the rest of the minifig, he just has some torso printing on the front, and he has some leg printing with the dual molded legs as well. And he uses the short legs, which I like because it makes him look shorter compared to most of the other Sonic minifigs. So I like that little attention to detail. And you can just see, like, the dual molded legs on the side. And then on the back, he just has the molded Tails piece on the back, which is, like, made out of the hard rubber. And it just has, like, some printing on it as well. So yeah, Lego went all out with this guy. Well, they went all out with, like, all the Sonic minifigs, which is pretty good, because we don't want a Sonic minifig to be underwhelming and, like, not that good. But yeah, Tails just comes with some accessories here, like he has a wrench and a crowbar, which both clip on to the back of the Cyclone, which you might have seen. And honestly, Tails with a crowbar unironically goes hard. You'll just don't understand. But anyways, let's just get young Sheldon out of the way and move on to the main star of the show, and the reason everyone bought this set. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, please welcome Metal Sonic. This minifig is amazing. I'm just gonna say that. I know we're only 4 months into 2025, but this minifig is definitely going in my top 10 minifigs of 2025. Because look at him, he's just amazing, like, all over. So, first of all, we can see these, like, orange Power Blast pieces in his hands, which if you don't know how these work, these were mainly introduced in the LEGO Marvel sets back in 2018, and they basically mimic the ability of shooting out powers from your hands. So you can just flick them off by pressing down on them with your fingers, like this, and this one. Okay, that one flicked off a little bit better, but that might have been because it was my index finger and not my thumb, which the one that I flicked off with my thumb just, like, kind of went flying off sideways. But anyways, looking at Metal Sonic without those, he has some really great detailing on him, like this yellow circle that is on his chest, which we have seen in many Metal Sonic iterations in the past. He also has some dual molded arms with some gray forearms and the... Wait, is that right? The forearm? I don't know. And then the blue as well. And then he has some gray hands, or silver, I should say. They're not gray. They're like sort of gunmetal gray, or like more metallic. And he has some blue legs with some leg printing as well. And people have been complaining that he doesn't have dual molded legs, which, I mean, I kind of wish he did have dual molded legs, but honestly, it's fine. Like, I don't really mind too much. And then we can just see, like, some more detailing on the back of him as well. Just showing some more metallic detailing. And moving on to the head sculpt, this just looks awesome. First of all, looking at the face, we can see his red eyes, which are just terrifying. And we can see some screws, like, on his cheeks as well, like, kind of there and like there. And then the nose as well. And you can see the quills. Now, I'm not sure if it's being picked up on the camera, but, like, this, just, like, holding his head, like, in my hand, like, it just feels, like, so smooth and glossy. Like, it's shiny. It's shiny. Anyways, now, moving on to the back of his head. Now, you might be wondering why there's a giant hole in the back of his head. And you're probably wondering why he looks like Shadow gave him the good Quicksilver in the back of the head treatment like he did in 06. Well, I'll explain why he has that hole in the back of his head. So, LEGO had this really funny idea of giving him the opportunity to have a second neck hole connection. Now, if we pull his head off his neck, just decapitate him, stand up, and then we place the hole in the back of his head on top of his head, on top of his neck, we can see there, it looks a little bit weird, you know, he's just facing up. Like, why is he doing that? He looks stupid, but its intended purpose is to make him look like he's flying. So there he is. You just pick him up like that and zoom him around, and he's like looking forward and looking a little angry. So yeah, you can just fly around at full force at Sonic. Whee! Okay, I better find him later. And then if you just lie him on the ground, it makes him look like he's just been defeated, like at the end of a Metal Sonic boss fight. So yeah, yeah, you can just like sit there, like, just being a little guy. So yeah, the Cyclone versus Metal Sonic set is pretty good in my opinion. You get a lot in this. You get the Tails minifig. It's actually the cheapest way you can get Tails actually. You get the Cyclone. You also get Metal Sonic in the only set that he is available right now. He'll probably show up sometime in the future again, but right now this is the only way you can get him. And yeah, you get an iconic like vehicle from Sonic Adventure 2, and yeah, so I'm giving this like an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. So yeah, this is like definitely in my top 3 Sonic sets of all time. I'm really loving this theme so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes in the future. Sure, we might have had some hiccups here and there, like the Tails Boat and the Knuckles mech especially. We might have had a couple weird instances like there, but I mean, when you have the Cyclone and the Bio Lizard, like these sets are just like really good. I'm not entirely sure where I was going with that whole speech there, but what I'm trying to say here, this is a good set, and you should probably buy it if you want it, because I mean, you get Metal Sonic. Do you need any more reasoning? But anyways, that was my review on the LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog 2025 Cyclone vs Metal Sonic. Be sure to let me know what you think of this set in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell as well. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Whee! Oh good. I did not want that falling on the ground.